Hello, this is Master K, just popping into your life for a few minutes, just crossing your path and waking you up to the most beautiful and powerful you that you have ever been. So today we're looking at the word SMART, S-M-A-R-T, and this word will literally help you create your main goal in your own life. So let's look at this word now in more depth. So we have the word SMART, and this is what it stands for. S is for specific, M is for measurable, A is for achievable, R is for realistic, and T is for time framed. So as I sit in my two-berth caravan with my 14 dogs on the edge of a cliff looking over Loch Ness, I really hope that I can sort of get through to you talking about this word SMART. So where's your mind now? Where is your mind? What pictures have you got in your mind? Well, I can guarantee you've got the exact picture I wanted you to have. And that picture is probably me sat in a tiny caravan with 14 smelly dogs on the edge of a cliff. And I just made that up on the spur of the moment just to prove that how powerful your mind is. So the pictures in our mind, our imagination, our mind visualization, is a very powerful tool. Our mind is a very powerful tool indeed, and we can use that to our advantage. Okay, so the first thing we need to do when creating our own goals is just to stick with one main goal at a time. The next thing we need to do is just sit down and meditate and think of this goal coming true. Now, is whether we use mind visualization techniques, self-hypnosis, meditation, daily affirmations, or the law of attraction, or anything that works for you. Okay? Anything that works, that strengthens your mindset, your visualization. And the other thing to do is to see and imagine your goal already coming true. You're already on your path to creating your goal. If you're watching this short film, you're already wanting and making, and you've already started your goal coming true. So mind visualization is a very powerful tool indeed, and you just need to tune into it and strengthen your mindset every day. If you do this, you will start to vibrate, and you probably know this, but we invite into our life like for like. So if we're negative in our personality, we feel a bit flat and a bit down, we're going to invite negative things into our life that day, or just see negative things all around us. If we're positive and we concentrate on positive things in our life, and we watch positive things off maybe the internet, YouTube, then we are going to attract that type of thing into our life. So that's something else to understand. So the S in the word SMART symbolizes the word specific. So is your goal that you are planning to do specifically strong to you to make it happen? Is it something that could easily be identified when you've reached the end of that goal? So we need to be very specific in our mind, in the way we think about this goal and the way we visualize it and treat it. Because if we're not, the mind can't help us. So it's no good saying, let's say it's the end of December and we want to do a New Year's resolution, maybe getting our body trimmer, Maybe we put on a little bit of weight. We want to, if you're a man, you might want to tone your body up in a muscular way. If you're a woman or a lady, you might want to slim down a little. So it's no good saying, well, I'm going to join the gym in January every week. I want to do it every week. Or I'm going to go jogging or cycling. That's not good enough for your own mind. What is good enough is saying, right, I'm going to put 2 hours aside twice a week on so-and-so day. I'm going to keep this up until I reach my goal of maybe toning down 10 pounds. Or when I put a certain amount of muscle on. Yeah, and you measure your muscle before and you give yourself a goal. But now your mind has something solid to anchor onto, as it were. So you need to be very specific, otherwise the mind can't help you at all. So this is something to think about. Okay, so the M next in the word SMART means measurable. Is your goal measurable? Can you measure your progress within that goal? And how will you know if your goal is fulfilled? So you need a way of measuring your progress within that goal system. So it could be a chart, it could be a piece of paper, a tick list, it could be a progression sheet that you put together, but it has to be measurable. So that's the next word. Okay, if we go to the next letter along, which is A, and we take that from the word SMART, we see that we come up with the word achievable. Is your goal achievable to you? Or is it something unrealistic? It must be realistic. In other words, it must be achievable, not impossible. So it's no good trying to create a goal to be King or Queen of England. It's not going to happen. It must be achievable and it must be realistic. So that's something else that is needed to make your goal come true for you. So the next letter along is the letter R, and this stands for realistic. Is your goal realistic enough to come true? Or is it too big of a challenge to not come true? Are you able to commit yourself 110%? Are you able to prepare for it mentally and physically? Are you capable of doing this? And the other thing you need to think about is, will you run out of money? Will you run out of time? When we do these things, we have to be realistic, but we also need to plan for things going wrong. So we need to be realistic on third parties getting in our way, people letting us down, doing things wrong that we have to go over. We need to be realistic in our thoughts and our preparation. So moving along to the last letter, which is T, from the word SMART, we see that it makes up two words, time framed. Does your goal have a time frame? Have you set a date for it to finish? We all know that a main goal we stick to comes true in small chunks. So we do small sections of that big goal at a time. We remove obstacles that are in our way, sort of like baby steps or chunks. You can't eat an apple with just one bite. You have to take lots of bites. You can't jump over a crevice with 2 jumps. You have to take one almighty leap. So we know this. So we know that it takes time to create a goal, but we also know that it takes small chunks of that goal to come true. So time framed is very, very important for making this happen. So that's the 5 words that we take from the word SMART. So just going over them again: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time framed. And that's all the ingredients that we throw into the ball of life to make our main goal come true. Of course, we can also do this on a smaller scale. So if you're fed up with your work doing the same things every single week, why not change it next week? Why not give yourself a 7-day goal? Change something, change one thing. Treat yourself every single day to something small. Buy a chocolate, go for a walk in a different way. You have the power to change your goal. And remember, leave one ingredient out of a cake and there is no cake. Take one cog out of a clock or a watch and that clock or watch will stop working. So to make this happen, you need all the ingredients of that word SMART. So all the best. I'll talk to you soon. I'm off to feed my dogs in my caravan at the edge of the cliff. You take care, and may everything you do in this life come true for you. Stay safe. Metta. Love and light from Master K.